Today we are gonna build a mini Lego stable. My name is Davide and this is a Brick Dreamer. Hi everyone, welcome back. We are gonna build today one more of my minifigure habitat. I have a series of those on my channel. This is probably gonna be the last for a while, and we're gonna build an habitat for this horse and groom minifigure from the CMF Series 22. For the sake of scale, I'm going to show you how they look next to a real Lego horse. This is a short leg minifigure and this is the foal. And we're also going to try to integrate this horse into the habitat. It's going to be a bit tricky because, of course, the habitat is on an 8x8 scale base and the horse is bigger than that. But we already did something like that in the past, like when we built this D-Hulk habitat that you can find on my channel. I will link it at the end of this video. But now let's start to build and let's try to find a way to integrate all of this into our habitat. Of course, as always, we start from the base, which is pretty straightforward. We use this color, if I'm not wrong, is Nougat. We have an 8x8 base and I'm gonna use white walls for this one. I found this old blue door. I used this also in a Star Wars build not long ago, if you want to check it out, in a Tatooine mock, but in this case is the entrance to the stable. So we give a little bit of space so they can open and close. And now we are going to build on this side. So over here we are going to give the space to the horse. So to do that, I wanted to raise it up a little bit, so I added a few of these yellow plates. These are not gonna be seen, it's just to give a little bit higher ground to this horse. Now I want to build some sort of arch on top of this. I don't have any in white, so I decided to go with some tan design. But before that, I forgot to add this snot brick, because over there we're gonna need to put a sort of gate in front of this horse. So this is gonna be on the side, and we have a similar structure over here that is gonna connect on top, and we have a few studs here also so that we can stack other habitats on top of this one. So here the main structure is already completed, but it still looks kind of boring. A couple of things that we wanted to add is, as I said, a gate. Here I use some brown details and black. It's gonna connect to the two studs there on the side. And now already it gives a little bit more color and a little bit more sense to what we are building. The minifigure will be placed over here in the center with the carrot. And this is already now starting to look better, but still not so interesting. Now we need to, of course, find a place for the foal. So this, I think, is gonna be peeking in from the outside. So this is roaming free, and we can put it there, coming in from the door. So this is already a pretty cute scene. Of course, you will not see this part because in the moment you place, for example, another habitat here on the side, once it's connected, then you will not be able to see that part, and plus another one on top. So we don't have to worry about that. Now we are missing, I think, a few details over here still. This wall at the back is pretty plain, so I decided to add a little accessory here on the top, mostly as just a decoration for this stable. I could have had maybe something or some food or some stuff over here, but it would be mostly hidden, so I decided to not put anything. But I think we need a little bit of extra color, in the same way that we did with the mushroom in the previous habitat for the forest elf. So I decided to add a little bit of color over here. Of course, we have these kind of things in the stable, and another little accessory that is gonna just stand over there. And now it makes definitely more sense. A pretty simple habitat today, but I have to say pretty effective, considering that you will not be able to see that part. especially from this point of view, it is quite interesting. We had a couple of splash of colors with the carrot and with this yellow over here. The fall peeking out from the side, I think is pretty interesting. But now let's try to put it next to the latest two habitats that I create from the same CMF22. So last time we built the forest elf over here. Pretty nice contrast between these two. And then we have the chili costume fan. It would be nice to put it on top, but just to keep it on camera, I will put it here. In this case, I'm not going to connect it because I ran out of 1x1 tan bricks. So here I have some snot, so I cannot connect it at the moment. But this is how it would look like. And we can even place, if we want, some more on top. Here we have the Hulk. It's going to be a little bit out of camera, but just to have an idea on how the stack of habitat is going to look like if we add some more. I hope you guys enjoyed this last one. This is probably going to be the last minifigure habitat for a while, and I'm going to be focusing more in the next video on some other type of mocks, maybe a little bit bigger, or anyway, something different from what I built recently on the channel. I hope you will keep following and enjoy this video. If you do, please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Ciao, ciao.